Hello and welcome to another video on beginner tutorial series, and in today's video we are going to discuss one Power Query function, List.InsertRange. So let's look at the syntax of the List.InsertRange. So List.InsertRange, first parameter it needs is a list because it's a list function, so it needs a list, and it is also going to return as a list. So takes a list, returns as a list, then the index, the number from where we want it to replace. So at that number it will start. So 0 1, let's say I give 2, so on the second index itself the replacement will start, and then values we need as a list. So we need a list of values to get replaced at that place. Even if we have one element, then we need to give a list inside the list. Okay, so let's look at the example. So it's saying, let's say we want to insert 3 comma 4 in the list 1 comma 2 comma 5 at the index 2. Index 2 means 0 1 and 2. Second place it will start. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1. At this place it should start replacing 3 and 4. So after 1 comma 2 you see 3 and 4 inserted into the list, and then we got the 5. Okay, and you can have a list of lists. That's another example where this is the list which we wanted to replace in 3 comma 4 from the 0th place. You wanted this. So see the 0th place, the index, this itself it got replaced. We didn't have 1 here, so we got 1. And then this is the list again. So this is a list of list, and then we got 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out in Power BI. So we go to Power BI, and in Power BI under the home tab we have transform data, and we will use transform data inside that one to reach to Power Query editor. So we are now into the Power Query, and the way we are going to do is we are going to under the home tab we will use the home new source, and we are going to create a blank query, and we will have here insert. So let's use insert, and we have renamed it by double clicking. Now right click advanced editor, and let's first create a list. So let me create a list 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8, let's say. Okay, and let me return it the same source. I've replaced now source from a text which was an empty text to a list. Now it is showing me a list. Now let's start our function, insert range function. So comma enter, and we will call it insert equal to list dot insert range, and then it reads the argument which is list. So source is a list right now. Now index, let's start with index 3. 1 2 3 should be left, 0 1 and 2 so from the third index, and I want like to insert 10. I need a list actually. So 10 comma 11 comma 12 comma 13, that's what I want to do here. And let's return insert. Now let's return insert here, and then now you see in between you started seeing this 10 11 and 12, and I can change this index position. Let's say if I change it to 0, it moves the first position, and it I said, let's say let me say it, let's say 30, very large number. What happens? It gives me error. So I need to make sure that I am within the list ranges. So 5, or maybe because source itself is a separate list, we can have the size of the list and we can use it here to append it the last. Or let's say what happens if we don't give it here, again it gives error, and we give -1 here, it gives the error. So we can only give the numbers here. Okay, and let's use list dot count source -1. Okay, and list dot count we got at the end. Okay, so this is the manner, the last element, that's the possible. So list dot count you can give, so it's going to append at the last. We have other operations which we can do, but this is how you get it there. Now it was suggesting us to have a list of lists, so let's try in the second element, list of lists 11 comma let's say 15. So we got a list here. Okay, and we so it's going to be a list here, and then if you click on this list, you go here. Let me cross this out and I'll tell you a better way. Just click on the empty space, you will be able to see that. Okay, so once we convert to table, if it sees the list, it may provide the expand option. Otherwise we need to write down a code to expand it. Now we got this. Does it going to work on the text one? That we need to check. So let's go back to the home, new source, blank query, rename, insert to, right click, advanced editor, and this time no more fancy stuff, just we are going to do right away here complete code, insert range, we are going to have list, and we say a comma b comma c comma d, and we will say from the index 2 give us another list which is x comma y comma z, and we can have certain same names, no problem in that. So let's try that out. And yes, you see we given a b c d, that was our original list, but from the second position, which is the third position, x y z has been inserted in between the list, and we again have that. Okay, and if you want to on top of list.range, again you want a list.range, please remember the few positions you have to take care. So if you want to loop, let's say I want to loop it here again now, list.range. Now my positions, because this xyz is there, so I may would like to insert from the fifth position a new thing which is, let's say, q, and let me say qr and r. Something wrong has happened. This is wrong. Okay, so we got q, qr also inserted, so we have to just take care of the positions there. In that manner we can loop this also, means one inside another one we can also use. So go ahead and try this function out. Let me know your feedback about this video. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.